welcome to the end of the first week of the challenge. So at this point in the week, you should have hopefully been walking for 20 minutes a day and checking that off on your tracker. Hopefully at this point you've also worked out at least 1 to 2 times, okay? This should be your second or third workout of the week. On Monday, I filmed a cardio/HIIT workout. Today, we're gonna be doing more of the strength workout. So I have my dumbbells here. I am using 2 10-pound dumbbells. I'm also at my house today, so I just kind of made like a little studio in my dining room area. I just kind of pushed some things out of the way. You can use whatever weight dumbbells that feels challenging to you. So if that's heavier or lighter, that's completely subjective and up to you. Also, feel free to use different weight dumbbells for different exercises. So maybe 10s feel challenging for the floor press, but maybe you need something a little lighter for the squat or vice versa. So feel free to have whatever you need, any amount of dumbbells that you need, go ahead and transfer through them. Also, guys, this workout is 30 minutes and can be done literally anywhere. So if you're traveling, if you're in a hotel room, if you're outside, if you're inside your house, or even if you're at a gym, wherever you are, you can do this workout. So we are going to start with the warm-up. So just like last week, we're going to start with just running in place for 30 seconds. So find your mat and just kind of run in place. Remember, you're still pumping your arms here. And guys, if anything is ever too challenging, just feel free to slow it down. So if you need to march in place just like this, that's absolutely okay. Go on a pace that's challenging for you. Everybody is at a different fitness level in their journey, and that's okay. We're still here, we're still showing up, and we're still getting started. All right, and now we're going into butt kicks. So butt kicks is just bringing your heel up to your butt, still pumping the arms. Now again, if this is too challenging, slow it down and just kick your butt, just like this. Okay? Go at a pace that's challenging for you. We have about 10 more seconds here. Keep pumping the arms and breathing. And 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, now we're going to a good morning. So we did these on Monday. So if you remember, we're going to have a slight bend in our knees, hands in the hips, or here, whichever you prefer. And we're going to be pushing our hips backwards, just like this. Keeping a straight, neutral spine. We don't want to bend over here. Everything stays tight as we lean into the hips. We're going to do 10 reps here, 10 reps. Also, guys, make sure that when you are coming up, you're grounding up through your heels, okay? So you're not just standing up, you're really thinking about pushing the ground away. You should feel this activating your hamstrings and also your glutes, okay? We're gonna do 3 more reps. 1, nice and controlled. 2, last rep here. 3, okay, you should feel some activation, maybe even some burn in your glutes and your hamstrings. Now we're gonna go on to air squats. So you want your feet just wider than hip width. Again, you can have your hands in your hips, here, here, behind your head, whatever feels most comfortable. Squatting straight down and up. Straight down and up. Remember, if you need to bring a chair behind you to kind of reach for, definitely do that. We wanna make sure our form is good on this. We also don't wanna make sure our knees cave in. That's a big no-no, okay? So down, push your knees out, 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 stand up. Also, guys, make sure we're not leaning too forward. We don't want to squat like this. Squat, a little forward lean is good, and up. Not too much. Let's go ahead and do 3 more reps. 3 more reps. Remember, grab that chair if you need to. 2, last rep here. 1. All right, those legs should feel nice and warm at this point. I'm going to move these weights. We're going out into a walk out. So we're walking out to a high plank, walking back in, and standing up. Warming everything up here. Walking out, walking back in. Remember, guys, we can also do this on a wall if we need to. Kind of stand arms length away, walk up, and back down. Walk up, and back down. Okay, so get creative with your modifications. Do what feels challenging for you. We're gonna do 2 more reps here. Making sure you keep that core nice and tight all the way through the movement. Last 1, walk all the way back up. Good, good. All right, next, we are going to go to bird dogs. So, bird dogs are on 4s. on the ground, and we're going to be extending our opposite leg and our opposite arm. So here, reaching out, coming back in. Reaching out, coming back in. This is a nice and controlled movement, really making sure you're bracing the core. That will eliminate any of the extra kind of wobbling movements that you might experience. This is a new movement for you. It may feel really weird and you may feel really unstable, and that's okay. That's completely normal as your body's learning new movement patterns, okay? We're gonna do two more, one more on each side. 1, 2. Awesome. Good work, guys. Grab some water after that warm up. All right, so I'm gonna get my seconds timer pro ready. So remember, I think I mentioned this on Monday's video. The seconds pro timer is really awesome. You can set the time that you want to do the workout and rest, and it kind of just filters through it on its own. So I'm gonna be using this, and again, I'm going to be doing beginner's timing, okay? So that's going to be 20 seconds of work and 40 seconds of rest, 3 rounds, okay? Do the timing that feels challenging for you. That might be the intermediate of 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, or maybe you're more advanced. Do whatever is challenging to you. I'm gonna be progressing each week. So this week I'm gonna do beginner, next week I'm gonna go up to intermediate, and the last week of the challenge I will be doing advanced, okay? So I'm gonna start my challenge or my timer. Before I start it, I'm gonna show you the first exercise. So we're gonna be doing the floor chest press first. So go ahead and grab both dumbbells. And this is what it looks like. You wanna be flat on the ground with your knees up, elbows at 90 degrees to your side. You're just gonna push the weight straight up and slowly lower. Press straight up and slowly lower. Nice and controlled, okay? That is what we're gonna be doing for 20 seconds, and then we'll rest. So remember, guys, when you're pushing out, you want your elbows to be at 90 degrees here, and then pushing together, and then slowly lowering. Everything should be controlled. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention before we get started, when we are working with weights, you want to make sure all of your movements are slow and controlled, like I've mentioned, because when we're doing kind of more HIIT and cardio, you want to go fast pace, pump up the heart rate a little bit. We are focusing on form, okay? We want to make sure our form is good so that we do not get injured, okay? Strength training is extremely beneficial, but we need to make sure we're doing it properly. So take your time, figure out your form, and go at a nice controlled pace. All right, here we go. I'm gonna prop this phone up right here, and we are gonna get started. All right, let's start with that floor chest press. Here we go, flat on the ground, slowly lower and press up. Good. Make sure you breathe with each rep too. You want to control that breath. Good. Nice. This is a great upper arm exercise. Really challenges the pec muscles, the shoulders, even a little bit of the triceps in there. Good job, guys. Keep pushing. Oh, and rest. I missed the rest. All right, starting off not too strong. Okay, let me raise my volume. I thought that felt a little long. Okay. So the next one we're gonna be doing is the suitcase squat. Suitcase squat can be done with or without weight. So you're just gonna hold the weight by your side, squat straight down, and stand up, okay? Without weight, just looks like the normal squat that we were doing on our warm-up, okay? So you can choose to do this with weight or without weight, whatever is challenging for you. I'm gonna be using the 10-pound dumbbells for this. All right, so we got about 5 more seconds under rest, so I'm gonna get set. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. Remember, this is also nice and controlled. You don't wanna go through these too fast. Making sure you breathe with each rep. Whew, good. All right, we got about 5 more seconds left. Let's get another rep in. 3, 2, 1. Good, rest. Put the weights down. I'm just going to see why my timer isn't making any noise. Okay. All right, next we're going over to a bent over row. So this is kind of in that good morning position that we started with. So we're gonna hinge here, rowing straight up, okay? So think about bringing your elbows to your hips. keeping that back flat. So you don't want to round like this. This puts too much pressure on your back. Making sure your back is straight, rowing straight up and down, okay? This is a tougher movement, so make sure you take your time on it. Got about 5 seconds. So I'm gonna get set with my weight. Here we go. Bend over, and we're rowing straight up, slowly lower. Making sure, guys, you're grounding through your heels here, so that all of that pressure is in your hamstrings and your glutes and not your back, okay? Whew. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew, rest, okay. Now we're going to a lying tricep extension. So if this is a new movement for you, I would suggest going with a lighter weight. You're gonna lie straight on your back, and you're just bending at your elbows and straightening. Bending at your elbows and straightening, okay? We're really isolating our triceps. You want to avoid bringing your elbows forward and back with you. Your elbows stay and you just bend, okay? Really isolating the tricep muscle there. We got about 10 seconds left, so grab your weights, get set on your mat. All right, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. And bend, nice and slow, and breathe. You want to wait until that dumbbell just touches the floor and then pull up. Good, you're already halfway there, guys. Good, come on, get a few more reps in. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, good, rest, rest. Okay, next we're going into a shin slap. This is exactly what it sounds like, and this is a core exercise. So you're gonna go out and then touch your shins. Out and then touch your shins, okay? We can modify this. You can have your hands behind your back and just come in and out. Okay, if we need to modify this a step more, just do one leg at a time, okay? And if we need to modify this even more, bring your heels to the ground and extend, okay? Do the exercise that feels challenging for you. Okay, if you're not doing it correctly, it won't be working the right muscles, so make sure you use a modification that's working for you. All right, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1, shin slaps. Go ahead, make sure you're bracing that core the whole time and breathing. Don't forget your breath. You're already over halfway there, guys. Keep working. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo. Probably feel some core burn after that one. Okay, next we're going to strict curls. Strict curls, you're just going to be standing up, dumbbells at your side, palms facing out, curling straight up and straight down. Making sure that your elbows aren't coming out with your curl. You want your elbows to stay at your side, curling straight up and straight down, just like this, okay? Making sure the only movement is the elbow hinge. You're not coming out with it. All right, so grab a weight that's challenging for you, starting in about 5 seconds. If you've never done these before, I suggest going a little bit lighter weight so you can make it through the 20 seconds. All right, here we go. And curl. Good. You see how my elbows, we don't want this. We want to keep them here. Good. Breathe with each movement. Already halfway there, guys. Come on. Whew. 5 more seconds. Get a few more reps in. Come on, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job, guys. That is one whole round. Grab some water. We got 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds to go through. Now that you got the first round under your belt, maybe you're gonna adjust your weights, lighter or heavier, depending on how that round felt, okay? If you felt like some movements were really easy, try going up in weight. Feel like you couldn't make it through some of the movements, try going back with the weight just a little bit. All right, so we got about 10 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna get set for our floor press. Floor press, back to the same exercise, making sure our elbows are staying 90. Here we go. And press up and slowly lower. Good. Make sure you're still breathing through all of these exercises. We're already halfway there, guys. All right, keep going. You might start to feel this burn now. Start stopping in 3, 2, and rest. Rest. Great work. You might start to feel a burn in your shoulders and your pec muscles up here. Completely normal. All right. Next, we're going to our suitcase squat. Our suitcase squat. Remember, this can also be done body weight. You can also put a chair behind you and just sit down and stand up, okay? Whatever modification you need to do, go ahead and take that route. All right, we got about 15 more seconds on the clock. Make sure you catch your breath, grab some water if you need it. Okay, I'm gonna get set here, grab my 10 pounds. Here we go, starting in 5 seconds, guys. Find your spot and get set. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squat down and up, making sure we're not rushing through this movement. We don't want to just be bouncing up and down. Every movement is intentional, okay? Intentional, so you want to slowly lower, push through our heels and up. We should feel this in our quads, our hamstrings, maybe a little in our glutes, and rest, rest. Good work. Next, we're going to bent over row. Now, if this one fell off a little bit like last one, make sure we really focus on our form here. We're going to be hinging from our hips and rowing up with a straight back. This can be easily kind of misinterpreted and just be done here. This is not what we want. Push back, straight back, okay? Really important that we get that movement down before we start rowing the weight. So if you need to pause the video and work on that movement, look at yourself in a mirror, make sure you do. It's crucial to get this exercise correct. All right, here we go. Starting in 5 seconds, guys. Oh, my computer's. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And row up and down. This is a great movement for the back, the upper back muscles, which is really good if you're somebody who sits at a computer all day. We tend to have rounded shoulders. And 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Woo, good job. Might feel on the upper back, lower back, kind of all down the back side of the body. That is completely normal. Kind of works that whole posterior chain there. All right, next we're going into lying tricep extension. And remember, this is just isolating the triceps. We want to keep those elbows as still as possible, just hinging at the elbows, okay? Make sure you do a weight that you can use through all the 20 seconds, because this movement can be challenging if we haven't worked those triceps very often. All right, we got about 5 seconds left. I'm gonna get set here. Okay, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Bend at those elbows so you feel the floor and up. Good. Make sure you just tap the dumbbell very lightly on the floor so you know you're getting the right depth. And then extend fully. Good. Keep breathing. We got about 5 seconds left. Get another rep in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work, guys. We're going to stay down on our mats because we're going into shin slaps next. Remember your modifications here. If you're doing the full shin slap, that's great. You can even just do toe taps if needed, okay? Just make sure we're really breathing through that core. Think about bringing your belly button into your spine. That helps kind of visualize that contraction I'm looking for in the core, okay? So here we go. We got about 15 more seconds. Catch your breath. Get ready. This is going to be a lot on that core muscle. Whew. All right, starting in 5 seconds. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Do the movement that is challenging for you, okay? Slap the shins if you need. If you do half of the shin slaps and half of a modified version, that's also great. Do what you can. We have about 5 seconds left. Here we go. Get another rep in. 3, 2, 1. Good. Whew, awesome job, guys. Almost done with our second round. Just going to strict curls next. Okay, so stand up, grab your weight. Remember, our strict curls, our elbows are standing right by our side. We want to make sure when we curl up, our elbows stay nice and tucked, okay? We're not using momentum to get up. We should have no arch in our back. We should have just a slight bend in our knees and a nice controlled curl. That means we're really isolating the biceps, which is what we want. Okay, less than 10 seconds. Let's get set. Whew. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And curl up and control down. Up and control down. Again, guys, make sure your elbows are staying tucked right there, okay? You really don't want to be swaying in this motion. Keep breathing. 5 seconds left. Get a few more reps in. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, guys. Round 2 is down. Grab some water. All right, going into our third and final round. Third and final round here. Got about 25 seconds of rest still. Going back to the first movement, which is the floor press, okay? And again, adjust your dumbbells as needed at this point. You got 2 rounds under your belt. Either go challenging or lighter, depending on what you need. We got 10 seconds left, so I'm gonna get set on the ground here. Grabbing my weights. All right, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. And let's go. Round 3, guys. Last and final round of the strength workout of the first week of the challenge. You guys are absolutely crushing it. The fact that you made it this far is so awesome. First week is already down. We got about 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Good. Down to the floor chest press. Now we're going to the suitcase squat. Okay? So we're going to stand up. Again, use a weight that's challenging for you. Even if that's just a chair behind you with no weight, that is okay. And make sure, guys, as we get tired, as we're getting into this 3rd round, we still want to make sure our form stays at tip-top shape, okay? So when we're squatting down, making sure our knees don't come in. Push them out and up, okay? That's really important to focus on. Make sure you're not leaning forward too much. Squeeze the core as you go down, all of the good things. All right, we're starting in 5 seconds. Grab your weights or your chair, whatever you need. And here we go. Last time in the suitcase squat. Nice and controlled, keeping those knees out the whole way. Don't let those knees cave in and up. Good. Really focus on pushing the ground away as you stand up. Don't just think of standing up. Think about pushing the ground away. Okay, that's going to activate everything. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Whew, done with the squats now. Going back to the bent over row. Again, if you need to pause the video and work on your form of getting set up for the bent over row, that's fine. This needs to be really great until you incorporate the actual dumbbells into it. You guys, this movement is just great, like I was saying last time, for the upper back. So often we're caught in our computers like this all day or at home like this all day. This really strengthens those back muscles and helps improve our posture. So when this exercise is done right, it is so amazing for you. So really make sure our form is good in this video, or in this exercise. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and rowing up. Even make sure when you row up, you squeeze at the top for a second before lowering the weights, okay? That makes sure we're really controlling the weights and working the right muscles. Here we go, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Done with those, we're going back down to our mat to the lying tricep extension, really isolating those triceps. So go down to your mat. You still got about 30 seconds of rest here. Make sure you're breathing. Grab some water if you need it. We're halfway through. 3 more exercises until we're done with this strength workout. All right. Here we go, about 15 more seconds on this rest. I'm gonna get set. All right, get those weights up. Remember, we're really trying to keep our elbows still here before we lower them. And 3, 2, and go ahead. Keeping those elbows still, making sure that tricep is working. Good. Don't forget to breathe with your reps here. Your breath really helps control your body and the weight. 3, 2, 1. Good. Stay down on your mat, put your weights to the side. We're going to those shin slaps. Last time on this core movement. And like I was saying before, if you want to start out with the shin slaps for as long as you can do it, maybe you can only do it for 3 or 4 reps, and then go to a more modified version, that's completely okay. Don't ever feel like you need to stick to one version of the exercise the whole time. Challenge yourself, see how many reps you can get of something that maybe is more challenging for you, and then modify it. Don't be afraid to play around with that. All right, here we go. Last time on the shin slaps. Got about 5 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Shin slaps. Good. 20 seconds. Come on, you got this. Last 20 seconds of shin slaps today. Come on, you're already halfway there. Only 10 more seconds. Keep it up. Go work, guys. Keep bracing that core. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Last exercise of the workout today, going into straight curls. So go ahead and find the pair of dumbbells you want to use for these. I'm going to use my 10s, obviously. Bring them back here. Making sure our form stays good on this. Your arms might be tired right now. Your core may be tired right now. Making sure we're still keeping those elbows tucked, curling up nice and controlled for the last 20 seconds of the workout. All right, here we go, guys. Got 10 seconds. I'm gonna get set with my weights. All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's curl. Come on. There you go. Keep those elbows tucked. Good. Make sure you're not using momentum from your body. You want to be grounded through your feet, grounded through your heels, not swaying and forcing the weight up. That's not what we want. If you're doing that, it's too heavy. And 3, 2, 1. Woo! Good work, guys. Grab some water. Awesome job. Now, if that was your first time strength training in a while, you may feel some soreness in your legs, your pecs, your core. That adding resistance always adds a next element of soreness versus body weight, okay? So the fact that you did it is awesome. We're gonna go through just a few of the cool down stretches. We're gonna go start with downward dog and upward dog. I'm gonna move my weights here. It's really important to make sure you cool down after each workout, so that way your muscles that were just kind of being used, that you really release them and stretch them out. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit in downward dog here for a second and walk out my feet. Breathe, relax, and just feel all of that tension kind of release through your legs, through your shoulders, your arms, your lats. Now I'm gonna change here into up dog, okay? So I'm gonna squeeze my glutes, I'm gonna look up. You may do some rocking back and forth to release some tension in your low back. Open your chest, your neck. Breathe, maybe you just wanna sit, that's fine too. Good. And you guys can do these stretches as long as you want, okay? I'm only holding them for a few seconds. You can pause the video, hold it for a minute if you want, okay? Do what feels right to you. I'm gonna push back into child's pose here. Oh yeah. Think about taking your armpits to the ground, relax. Take a few deep breaths here. Good. Few deep breaths. Good. Stay here for a couple of more seconds. And come up. Awesome job, guys. Feel free to go through some more stretches if you want as well. Hey, you should be so proud of yourself that you made it through 2 videos of your first week, okay? The fact that you did a HIIT workout and a strength workout, some of you guys haven't worked out in maybe a year or more. The fact that you're showing up and you're doing it is so amazing, okay? Stick with it. This is only the first week of the challenge. We got 2 more weeks. You're gonna prove to yourself that you can be disciplined and you can do hard things, and you're gonna come out on the other side feeling so much better. All right, guys? So let me know if you like this video. Again, on Monday of next week, I'll be doing the HIIT and cardio workout. Have a great weekend, guys.